So we have Super 10 here and LDC, and they both have their incredible uses. Super 10 known as a heavy-duty cleaner, LDC as a light-duty concentrate cleaner. Both have concentrated. So what we've done here is made a dilution 1:10, and if you want to know, there's another video that shows that actually, and also 1:5 with the LDC, the mixture, how to set it up in a 5-liter bottle. But I'm not going to cover that now. What I want to show you is something that I've been using for a while, and I thought that it might be of value to people if they do that. So I've added these two together and diluted it in another 5-liter with these 3 liters of water. Now these containers have liter markings here. I've used this differently. Okay, so that's not the amount that when I used it initially. I usually make 5 liters, but I've started using already. So I'm going to use 1 liter of each of these and 3 liters of water. So there's 3 liters of water, and I'm going to use a liter each. Now the reason I got this here so that I don't throw it from here in, because then it's going to start foaming like crazy. Okay, so I'm going to do that now, but just a bit of a warning, because you're adding LDC and Super 10 together, just be cautious as to where you use it, specifically the floors. That's the main thing that I'd caution against, because LDC by nature is a soapy sort of, can be slippery if you have it in certain concentrations. So if you're using it on the floor, maybe for spot cleaning, or even with your bucket of water, based on how much you put on, you might have a solution that you're going to have a bit too much LDC in and makes the floor slippery. So routinely in our home, we only use Super 10 inside the water when we are going to do the floors, so that we prevent sort of any slipping in that. But in the other situations, it's all purpose. So I use it when I need to spray. For example, if I clean the car, I use this combination mixture in a spray bottle with the car, and this is my method of doing it, so you don't have to do it this way. You can throw it in the water. But I clean, for example, car parts. So if there's the fender, I'd start off with the fender, I'd spray onto the fender, I would then clean that thoroughly, and then you can decide whether you want to rinse it off immediately. But then I go to the bonnet, I'd spray. So it's first wet, spray, then clean it off there, and then rinse it off. So I do sections of the car, and this works well if I use it in a spray bottle. If you're going to use it in a bucket, then of course you throw whichever combination you want to. So how do we do it? I'm going to take this is 1:5 dilution, 1:10 dilution, and we're going to add it to 3 liters of water. So that's 500 mils. You can decide how you're going to do it. If you want to throw it in, you can, but it's just sometimes it foams a bit too much. Okay, I'm a bit messy over there, but this works out well for me. Okay, and then that's halfway up there now, so one more of these, so it's another 500 ml. Just make sure your container is a 500 ml container, because you might have ones that are bigger or smaller, but this one's got markings on for 500 ml. And let's just put that in there. That's the key, to do it much slower at the start so that I don't get overexcited and spill. And the other thing also of using it in a measuring container like this is, if you throw it like this out, you might be throwing in and you throw more than what you need, and then you can't really go and take it out. Okay, so we're going to, so that's what it looks like with 3 liters of water, 1 liter of 1:5 diluted LDC. Now we're going to do 1 liter of which is to fill it up till there, 1 liter of Super 10. The other thing is also that I noticed that when it gets mixed together inside there over time, the mixture will tend to become very sort of thick. The reaction makes it quite thick, and that's again the reason why the floor is not a good idea, where things could become slippery. So we're going to go in there. And I don't particularly mind spilling over here, because at least I'll use whatever spilled over here to clean this bench here when I'm done. And I know there's other probably better methods of putting in a liter in on this side, but I'm sure you'd work it out. I think the concept of just a liter of each of these should do well. And there we go. And this should make up our final amount. And you notice it will have a sort of an orange color to it. And I will go show you, I'll go get the spray bottle that I used. I was coming to the end of it, and that's why I thought I'd do this video when I fill up my next lot. Okay, so let's just close that off. And then again, because you're adding it to the water, there's no need to start, shaking it like crazy. I'm going to just go get my spray bottle where I have some that's still left, and you'll see what it looks like. But that's the different colors. Okay, so that's, you can see there it looks slightly lighter because this is it's a thicker thing, that's why it appears more but in this bottle, but it's exactly the same liquid that I put in there. It's sort of an orange color to it. And yeah, that's how we use it. Sometimes if I'm busy just with 1 or 2 plates doing washing dishes, just take this and spray it on and clean it. And it works perfectly for me. Again, you could probably take this and mix this 1 to 100 even to do windows, but I use that usually. Super 10 or LDC can do that job also. But this is my kind of favorite mixture. I've been using it, and I've been cautioned, as I've been cautioning you by my wife, not to use that on the floor, because it just does make it slippery when you're busy cleaning off using this. Okay. Otherwise, for the car, for dishes, where else do I use it? I practically use it on surface when I clean. Oh, when we do the laundry, I usually take some of this and I mix it with the G1. I put it in there and then put it into the machine. That's just our choice. I should give it a name. Maybe I should think of it. If it's LDC and Super 10, maybe it should be Super L, something like that. Super L or L10 for LDC and Super 10. LD10, I think that will be it. We'll go for LD10. Okay, so there we got LD10. And that's my little invention that I want to share with all of you. So have a blessed day and shalom to you all.